And a big welcome back to the Greater Tacoma Convention Center. One more game here on day 2 of the 2018 NWAC Volleyball Championships. An A bracket matchup featuring the Pierce College Raiders and the Edmonds Tritons. Let's go ahead and throw things down to our public service announcer, Marco Esturdia, as we get ready for the final broadcasted games of today.
So just about ready to kick things off here on Barrel Podcast, the game of day 2 of the 2018 NWAC Volleyball Championships. Hello everybody, I am Mark. I'm going to be giving you company for this A bracket matchup, and A bracket being best of 5. We've had a couple of elimination games today. Since a couple of teams home packing, always a set of time you have to do it. But nonetheless, here we are where these games will decide who is going to go to the semifinals in the A bracket, and who is going to have to fight their way back to the top. A quarter-final matchup here between the Edmonds Tritons and Pierce Raiders. Meanwhile, Highline and Spokane will be going at it on court 1. Pete Richmeyer keeping you company over there as we get ready to kick things off here. And Pierce College, the host school, so big thank you for hosting the 2018 NWAC Volleyball Championship Tournament. And introductions just now getting underway over on court 1. And final broadcasting game of today.
And we'll rejoin the action tomorrow at 10 a.m. as Seitz is ready to serve for Pierce, and we're just about ready for some NWAC volleyball. As soon as we get the blessing of the official, we will be set and ready to rock and roll. And tomorrow, 10 a.m., we'll start with some elimination volleyball, as now we have the blessing of the official. And Seitz will libero for Pierce to serve. Waiting under it is fast. And right off the edge it goes, and you can credit that one to Kendall Broshot. Yeah, Broshot, very powerful outside hitter for the Edmonds Tritons, and now back to serve is going to be Haley Hooper. Up on the outside, here is Jocelyn Hillier collecting a point for Pierce. So back and forth to start things off, 1-1. And that is going to send back Hattie Smith to serve for the Raiders. Serve from Smith up and across. Set up at the net and beautifully hit that time by Sadie Gardner. And that's going to go out of bounds off the block of her counterpart, Haley Hooper. So Pierce leads 2-1 here in set number 1. First 4 sets consisting of 25 points. The 5th set, if necessary, will consist only of 15 as Hillier makes a good block up front. Back across now by Gardner, and Hillier out of bounds. So 2-2 here in the early goings. The Spokane Sasquatch and Highline Thunderbirds about to start over on court 1. The 2-2 serve, service ace, and that was hit by Kendall Broshot. So 3-2 the score. Again, if you get tired of listening to me, you can always switch over to court 1 in the favorited Spokane Sasquatch. Currently doing battle with the Thunderbirds, and another service ace for Broshot. Again, the Spokane squad only lost 9 sets the entire regular season. And now the serve is up and over and well dug out by Seitz. That serve coming from Dimitrick. And down off the hand of Seitz. And it looks like that time it was Dimitrick making the hit as well. So 5-2 in favor of the Tritons. And the Tritons are the team that knocked Lower Columbia College out of contention in the A bracket. And there's a service error from Broshot. And Lower Columbia, of course, staying alive to fight another day. We'll have them tomorrow on court 2 at 10 a.m. Pete Richmeyer will have the call on court 2 tomorrow. They're going to be moving me over to court 1 as a service error from Pierce makes it a 6-3 score. And tomorrow on court 1, I'll also be joined by Kathy Wood. It was a pleasure to have another broadcaster as well as one as accredited as Kathy Wood. And now set up on the outside. Good opportunity and well struck by Sydney Goodall. 6-4, and Jocelyn Hillier will head back to serve for the Raiders. Serve up and squeaking across. Fast waiting for it and put down this time by Peyton Foster. And Foster was player of the game earlier for the Raiders as it's set up on the outside. Gardner over to Hooper. And nobody can get to this one. That's going to go down as another point for Edmonds. 7-5 is our score now. Okay, here are the early goings of set 1. Very even match over here on court number 2. Meanwhile, Highline currently with the advantage over the Spokane Sasquatch as a service ace will give us an 8-5 score here. And truly would be a monumental upset if Highline can pull off the victory over Spokane. Ball put up, and Foster with the kill. Again, I'd like to throw another thank you out to Pierce College. And Pierce hosting the NWAC Volleyball Championships. A lot of their other athletes are helping as event staff. As Smith gets to it, they go outside. Here's Foster again off the net and dug out well in the back by Dimitrik. And Foster again off the block, collects the point for Pierce. And winners of this contest will face the winners of Court 1. They'll be tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Losers get to fight their way back through the B bracket as Foster set up again outside. Dimitrik waiting for it, and there's a good kill from Zariah Smith, the sophomore outside hitter out of Holiday, Utah, making this a 9-7 game here in the early goings. There's an awkward pass off to the right, and now it's going to have to be hit over by Seitz. Set up well, outside it goes, and saved again. My goodness, what work from Smith. Foster able to pick it up. Nine to 8 here in set 1. And it's going to be Foster to serve. And just barely skipping over the net, set up on the outside, and Dimitrik comes away with it. Ten to 8 the score. And it looks like we're in for a treat of a match. Back and forth these two teams have been going here in the first set. And now, over and across, another awkward pass out to the right. It was Peterson on the serve, and another point collected for the Tritons, 11 to 8. Peterson to serve once more. Seitz on the outside, and Burdick can't keep it in bounds. So again, another chance for Peterson to serve. It is now a 12 to 8 score, but it looks like a timeout's going to be taken by Pierce. So before we step away, we would like to remind you that today's game is brought to you by Clark College. Clark College in Vancouver, Washington is enrolling for winter quarter. Whether you want to advance your career, complete a degree, or earn your high school diploma, Clark College can help you reach your goals. Visit clark.edu to learn more.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
So back we get now to the action as a 12 to 8 score is our margin now in favor of the Edmonds Tritons. And it's going to be Peterson back to serve again for Edmonds as serve is up and over, and waiting for it is Williams set up on the outside, and Burdick handled well, but that point's going to go to the Raiders. Looks like it was touched twice out there by the Edmonds side. So 12-9 the score, and Seitz is going to do the serving. And Seitz, the Pierce libero. Set up in the middle. Big opportunity here for Gardner. And Foster hits it back across. Set up in the net again and brought down this time courtesy of Kendall Brocha. Grand total of 254 kills for Dimitric, who is playing up front right now, was the Triton's leading scorer. So the serve is up and just wide. 13-10 the score, and now it's going to be Hattie Smith, and the freshman out of University Place, Washington. Set up to the outside, and Dimitric is handled well, goes back across the net. They may set her up again. Instead, Gardner hits it right back to Seitz, and Burdick trying to pick that back corner, and the point's going to go to the Raiders. 13-11, and Hattie Smith back to work. Set up to the outside again, and Dimitric collects a point off the block for the Tritons. Meanwhile, a 10-10 score between the Spokane Sasquatch and the Highline Thunderbirds. Game also in set one, and Dimitric to serve. On the way, and right into the net it goes. So a point for Pierce. 14-12 is the score. And now Carly Lewis back to serve, getting a long, high arcing approach to the serve. And it has to be put over by Dimitric, and off the hand of Lewis. And Dimitric leading the Edmonds team in scoring this year, among the leaders when it came to kills as well. Of course, the #1 killer over there on the other court as Foster gets one off the block. (15-13), and Jocelyn Hillier will go back to serve. Yeah, we got a chance to talk with her after the first Pierce win. Also got a chance to meet her daughter as well. She goes up, and Foster trying to go with a soft approach. And Dimitric out of bounds. And you can see the big Baden ball in the back right-hand part of your screen. And it manifested while we were in the middle of a break between games. I honestly never saw it go up. So it was kind of shocking when I pointed it out on the broadcast. I was wondering, what is that beautiful sphere in the back? And oh, it's a Baden ball. It's set up on the outside. Here comes Foster getting the point off the block. 16-15, back and forth they go. And now back to serve is Haley Williams. Set up to the outside and dug out by Seitz. And well put down again, this time by York. And Katie York, another freshman out of University Place. She and Hattie Smith, and now timeout is going to be taken as we have ourselves a tie game, so we'll step away. Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back after this message.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line?
Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Back to the action now as Williams is all set to serve for Pierce, a 16-16 tie. As the serve goes across, waiting for Peterson, and now put across this time by Smith, and Foster comes away with the point. 17-16 now. Pierce has themselves their first lead of the set. So the serve is up and across, waiting for it. Dimitrick, they go outside for Gardner, who finds a way to come away with the point. And games will resume tomorrow at 10 a.m. We'll have 4 broadcasted games for you tomorrow. It's going to be passed up to the front, and Foster able to find a way over the net. Outside they go, and down. No, Foster finds the edge. And now Foster is going to go ahead and come back to serve for Pierce. In 18-7, seldom have been the leads of Pierce in this contest so far. A good block up front by Burdick, and now York trying to join in on the fun. And that point's going to go to Pierce, who was touched twice over there by Peterson on the side of the Tritons. 19-17 is your score. And Foster to serve once again. Side set up, Dimitrick finds the ground. And both of these teams, #1 seeds in their division. Edmonds out of the north, Pierce from the west. Gonna be hit across now by Williams. Set up, here comes Dimitrick and finds the open ground, 19-all. Meanwhile, Highline on court 1 has a 16-15 lead over the Spokane Sasquatch. And now the set on the left side for Burdick, and a quality block up front, this time coming from Haley Hooper. So the 20-point threshold crossed first by the Edmonds Tritons. And now the serve from Peterson does clear. Foster waits for it. Set up by Smith, and a quality block again up front, this time by Dimitrick. And that point is going to go to the Raiders. It was touched twice there. Good attempt to save it by Broshot, but not quite good enough, as she did touch it twice in the process. And now Seitz with the serve. Set up, and Dimitrick off the block, a point. Wow, Hattie Smith. And now Seitz back once again to do the serving. Just cleared. And now again Dimitrick trying a soft approach. Smith on the set to the outside, and here's Hillier, but a good block again by Broshot. Tying us up at 21. What a first set this has been over here on court 2. And now the serve on the way. Set up, it was Hooper, and now it's going to be Hillier trying to put it down. And another attempt for here. Soft approach. And Dimitrick over now to Foster. They set up Burdick. And Peterson keeps it alive. Foster smithing it on the set. And here comes Hillier. Is just able to keep it in. Gonna try Hillier again, and this time off the block, Hillier takes the point. 22-21. Meanwhile, over on court one, the Highline Thunderbirds lead the Spokane Sasquatch 19-16. There's the setup. And nicely played out front. York can't keep two hands on it. And we end up tied at 22 again. So Dimitrick back to serve once more for the Tritons. Dimitrick a total of 31 service aces. And now Hillier has to put it across. Big opportunity here for the Tritons, and Gardner not able to take advantage of it. They go outside to Burdick, and Burdick well wide. And the lead now in possession of the Tritons. And now a timeout will be taken by Pierce. So away we step. Pressure's on here on court two. We will be right back after this. Dimitrick ready to serve as we come back from the timeout. The serve is up and just skipping over the net, and that is out of bounds. Going to be a good point there for the Tritons, and now set point number one for Edmonds. So Dimitrick to serve. The ball did clear the net and also cleared a couple of defenders who tried to leap for it. But the serve is just up, and that ball's hit high again, brought down. But no, it stays up, says the official. And now Cooper with the attempt, and it stays up yet again. Burdick, and now it goes down for the point, and that is the end of set number one. So Edmonds comes away with the first set. Don't go anywhere. Plenty more NWAC volleyball when we come back.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn and Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
So first point after we come back is going to be won by Pierce College, and it was Hillier coming away with the points. And again, this groovy trend of not waiting as long as the clock says is kind of messing up our ad run time. But Dimitrick now on the outside. Another point for Pierce on a block by Hillier. Meanwhile, the Spokane Sasquatch has pulled ahead 23-20 over the Highline Thunderbirds over on court one. Set up now in the middle, and Dimitrick is blocked again. 3-0 in favor of Pierce here in set two. Set number one was won 25-22 by Edmonds. And that one put over courtesy of Borchardt. In the middle, big opportunity, and just out of bounds from Zariah Smith, 4-0. Right out of the gate for Pierce College. And now the serve from Hattie Smith. They go outside, trying Gardner again. And Smith can't clear the net. So the first point now for Edmonds. Coming on that miss hit by Smith, and now back to serve will be Dimitrick. And Dimitrick leads the team in scoring, also has 31 service aces on the year. And that one's going to be barely played by Burdick. It gets back across, set up now outside, and beautifully hit by Smith. And Hillier is blocked again. Wow. And that one goes off the hand of Peterson. Pierce pulls ahead 5-1. Yeah, very competitive matchup here on court two. Also a very competitive one over on the first court, as now Highline just 1 point behind the Sasquatch. 23-22 in set one. And it's going to be Smith trying again. Now they set up middle, and Dimitrick. And Foster slips a little bit and puts it across. Gardner not able to pick the corner, but Seitz able to run it down and put across by Lewis outside, and Smith. And here's Foster again able to take care of it. 6-1 the score, as we're now tied in the first set over on court one, and we're going to take another break here. Timeout, Edmonds. We'll be right back after this.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What'd you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Six to 1 after our break there, and now right back to the action we go. As Seitz is able to dig it out, set on the outside. Here comes Foster, and Foster puts it away. And a 25-25 score over on court one between the Thunderbirds and Sasquatch. And now set up on the outside for Gardner. Gardner tries to get a point off the block. Instead, Foster puts it across. Peterson waits for it, and now Dimitrek with the quick hit. Set by Smith, and Hillier will not be able to take it herself there as the Squatch has just pulled ahead over on court one. And hitting the boundary marker that time is Smith, so another point to Pierce. 8-1 the score. And now checking in is Heather Goodman, the sophomore outside hitter of Lakeland, Florida. And back to serve is Carly Lewis. Set up, and Dimitrek off of the block attempt of Hillier. Now Seitz hits it across Peterson, and Hillier punishes it. Boy, oh boy, what a hit that was from Hillier, and now a 27-26 game in favor of the Thunderbirds on court one. My goodness. Outside, Goodman. And now an inside set for Foster. Good block attempt, and Seitz can't get there. So another point won by Edmonds. As the back and forth continues over on court one, now 27-27. And 9-2, Edmonds with the serve. It's going to be set up at the net. Outside they go, and Foster with the kill. And now the Squatch has pulled ahead, 28-27. We'll see if Highline can respond over on the first court. Set up and just out of bounds. And a point for Pierce. And the back and forth just continues over there. Again, the Spokane Sasquatch has not lost a single set all tournament. That one's dug out by Burdick, and Foster is going to be passed awkwardly backwards. Gardner able to get to it and put across by Dimitrek. Set up again, and Foster trying to keep it in play. And out it goes. Highline back on the board. Got a couple of riveting matchups here. One going on the first court. It's 29-28. Make it 29-29. And now 11-3 here as the serve is up and over. Waiting for it now is Smith. And here comes Foster. Soft approach. Able to keep it going. And here comes Dimitrek right on the edge. 11-4. A little 7-point deficit now for the Tritons. And now another point for Pierce. Beautifully done on the outside. You can credit that one to Sydney Goodall, who just checked out, and Williams checks back in. Serve is up and good. Waiting for it now. The setter gets it over the net. Smith, and now well played to keep it going, and way out of bounds it goes off of the hand of Racer. And my goodness, the Squatch has lost its first set. That is right, you heard it here first as Pierce continues their dominance over here. The Spokane Sasquatch has lost a set, my goodness, and a timeout taken by the Tritons. Away we step, we'll be right back after this.
Chose Centralia College because I love the small town feel here. You know, everyone has each other's back. We're all winning programs. We have a lot of competition here. A lot of it is the support coming from the community that you might not feel anywhere else. My name is Autumn Grand and I play volleyball for Centralia College, and I go boldly.
So ready to get back rolling here, a 14-4 margin. Pierce trying to take set 2 of this best-of-5 game, and that's not going to be the way to do it as Edmonds comes away at the first point off a botched block. And again, the Spokane Sasquatch getting handed their first set loss of the tournament at the hands of the Highline Thunderbirds. That game going on court 1, Pete Richmeyer keeping you company over there today. As the serve from Goodman is up and over, set by Smith. Outside, here comes Foster, and just out of bounds. And we'll see if Edmonds has enough in the tank to try and take set number 2. And a long way to go. 8 points is the differential right now as Goodman's serve just skips over the net. Set up on the outside, Foster hits it down. And waiting for, however, was Gardner. And there's another point for the Tritons. And Goodman been doing some good work, and the sophomore out of Lakeland, Florida. And the serve is up. And a good save there by Foster. Now a big opportunity for the Tritons outside. Dimitrick unable to finish it off, but Foster right to Gardner. Gardner into the hands of Goodman, and then Gardner hits it over herself. York. And now Goodman again. Side, here's Foster, and another great block, able to keep it up, and Peterson's got to hit it across. Waiting for it is York, set up by Smith, and Foster way outside the mark. 14-8 the score. And Goodman back to continue the fantastic serving tour of duty she's doing right now. 14-8, serve is up. Lewis waiting for it on the outside. It's Foster. And put down on a block by York. So now Pierce back into the scoring category. And back to serve now is going to be Peyton Foster. Foster from a two-step behind the line. Set up. Here comes Gardner. Off the touch, collects the point. So differential cut down to 6. 15-9 is the score. And now Peterson all set. And Sydney Peterson, the sophomore out of Draper, Utah. And inside again, here's York. Waiting for it is Gardner. And Burdick has hit it across. Peterson waits for it. Set up outside. Here's Dimitrick. And Burdick again has to clear it. Just set over, and that's going to end up in the highline score column as they cut the lead to 5. And Peterson back again to serve. Yeah, this game has definitely not disappointed, as Peterson's serve is handled well by Williams, set by Smith, and Burdick with the kill. Meanwhile, a 3-2 match right now, Martin 3-2 set over on court 1. And the Thunderbirds lead the Spokane Sasquatch 1-0 set-wise, and Dimitrick comes away with another point. And now back to do the serving is going to be Haley Hooper. Hooper ready from behind the line. Another two-step approach to a serve. See that a lot these days. Not as much running serve tactics these days. That's way outside. And another point for the Tritons. So back we go now with Hooper yet again. Ready back to serve again. 4 points now, the margin. A nice job by Edmonds to come back as much as they have so far, as Burdick comes away with another one. 17-12 our score now, and that's going to mean that Patty Smith will go back and do the serving for Pierce. Goodman waiting for it, set up outside, and Dimitrick. 17-13 the score. And Dimitrick going to come back to serve. Fresh face coming in. Well, not as fresh. It's Smith checking back in for the Tritons. So serve is up, and Smith with it. And Hillier off the touch of Hooper collects the point. So 18-13, still a relatively close set as we approach the latter part of it. Lewis, long arcing serve, and not able to be saved. Lewis ready again on the serve, arcing again, waiting for it is Smith. They go outside, and Gardner is able to collect one for the Tritons. And now heading back to serve, it's going to be Peyton Ludwig, the freshman out of Lake Stevens, Washington, seeing her first playing time of this match. Lewis waits for it, outside set. Here comes Foster with the kill. So 20-14, and Peterson in a very comfortable position at the moment as serve is up, set by Hooper, and good block up front. Waiting for it again, Foster, they're setting her up, and she's going to take the soft approach to it. Smith comes in, and here comes Gardner. And down it goes, this time courtesy of Riley Racer. So that cuts the lead back to 5. 20-15 here in set 2. Pierce trying to even it up at 1 set apiece. Reminder that Edmonds leads 1-0. Outside set again. Here's Foster off the block. So 21, it's a 15. And Williams going to go back and serve again. And serve just clears, darn near an ace. But Peterson has to put it across. Now set by Smith outside, and York way out of bounds. So still close, all things considered. 5 points. We've seen leads like that change at the drop of a hat. So the serve is up and over. Peterson. Down it goes, another point for the Raiders. Now Burdick will check back in as we need to take a quick break to wipe some water off of the court. And back to serve again is Peyton Foster. 22-16 the score here on court number 2. As Dimitrick waits for it, now they set up on the inside. Racer. Couple more players checking in now. One of them is Kendall Brochant, the sophomore out of Kelso, Washington. And right in the backyard of Lower Columbia College. Outside set, and another point for the Raiders as the boundary marker was hit after the touch of Hooper. Sights. Outside again, here's Dimitrick, and another point. Set point number 1 for the Pierce College Raiders. Sights again. Trying to put across, but no good. And set number 2 is going to go to the Raiders. 1-1. Set-wise now, and we'll step away. Be right back after a brief word from our sponsors.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them, and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
I chose Centralia College because I really felt like school, academic-wise and soccer-wise, it would be a good fit for me. And then I come here and I play, and it's like the competition is crazy, and I don't think the label of community college means anything to the skill that people have. My name is Gabby, and I play soccer at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
And as we resume play now, first point after coming out of the set break is going to belong to the Tritons. And back to serve is going to be Hooper, getting a 1-1 score when it comes to the set count. So the serve is up, set by Smith outside. Here's Hillier, who collects the point for the Raiders, 1-1. And the first set won by the Tritons by a score of 25-22. Then 25-17 was the score that Pierce came away with the set win in the second. And there's a service ace for the Raiders. Meanwhile, another close set going on over on court one, 14-13 in favor of Spokane. Highline handing Spokane their first set loss of the tournament. And backwards it goes. Gardner now set by Smith outside. Here's Burdick with the kill. Yeah, battle of a couple of number one seeds. And going back to serve is going to be Smith. And some more water had to be mopped up from underneath the net as the serve is up. And a little awkward set out front. It's got to be put over by Dimitric. Now they're setting up outside. And out of bounds off the block of Dimitric. Another point for the Raiders, 4-1. And best of 5 here in this A bracket matchup. As Gardner puts it across, waiting for it now is Burdick, and Burdick strong off of the arm of Peterson. Syke waiting for it. And here's Jocelyn Hillier blocked up front. And Hillier again having some trouble with this defense now as Hillier is putting on some defense of her own. And a point goes to the Tritons as it looks like it fell last on the side of Pierce. And a 1-1 score set-wise. This is the last of today's broadcasted games here on court number 2. As Foster waits for it, Smith on the set. They go outside, Burdick. And Hillier! 5-2. Got a big chance for the host school, Pierce, to represent in the semifinal game that'll be played tomorrow against either the Thunderbirds or Sasquatch. Side set up. And there's a high block out of bounds and another point to the Raiders, 6-2. And now Carly Lewis do the serving, and it takes a long, high lobbing approach to those serves and is often effective in doing so. As Hillier taps the ball back across. Peterson on the outside. He's got to be hit over by Dimitrik, and now Seitz to Smith. And here's Hillier, but a little too far away from the left marker. So 6-3. Still in favor of the Raiders, and now doing the serving is going to be Ludwig. Side set. And good blocking up front. That's going to be 4 touches on the side of the Triton. So 7-3 goes the score. And winners of this game will play the winners over on court 1 tomorrow in the semifinal. And down courtesy of Sydney Peterson. So 7-4 the score. Again, a lot of B bracket volleyball for you tomorrow. Survival Saturday, as our friend Kirk Rowland likes to say. 7-4 the score. Serve up. Smith outside set, and nicely handled by Peterson. Big opportunity here for Goodman. And there's Foster just clearing the net. Drifting toward the battery marker, and Dimitrik won't be able to clear it either. Highline with an 18-16 lead over the Sasquatch on court number 1. Set outside. Now Hooper. And the set to Foster. Nicely handled by Peterson, though. What velocity that had. And it's going to be won by the Tritons. And we are in for a great couple of sets here. Get at least 2 more, including this one. And now the officials needing a quick word with the tournament director, unsure as to why. The serve comes across, and Dimitrik is blocked up front. So nice work. 9-5 is our score, and back to serve for the Raiders is going to be Peyton Foster. Foster's serve clears. Side, Dimitrik tries to take a sneaky soft approach, and Burdick hits it across. And able to keep it going, my goodness, but they're going to call Burdick for the lift. So 9-6, and now Coach Fennell having some words with the official about it. No yellow cards have had to be issued this year. There were a couple issued last year. Issued to the Clark Penguins a year ago. As that ball clears, able to keep it going is Gardner. And here's Burdick again. Waiting for it is Williams off the block, and Burdick once more. Dimitrik, Seitz, Williams, and cleared by Smith. They're going to go Dimitrik again, handled well once more, and now Burdick goes backwards a bit, has to be hit over. Set over the middle, and another point for the Raiders. And some great defense play by the Raiders there to stay with that point. And now checking in for the Tritons will be Afiki. Vanilla Afiki, the freshman out of East High School in Salt Lake City, Utah. And it's got to be put over now. Hillier able to block. And Hillier again getting her fingertips on it. Foster unable to clear. A little too much spin on it for her. That's going to be 21-21 set going on over on court number 1. And Hooper to serve now for the Tritons. And well off the marker it goes. 11-7 now the score. Serve up and good from Hattie Smith. And out of bounds it goes again, so another Pierce point. Too much power there on the last 2 plays from Edmonds. Smith serve again. They go right down the middle with it. And Hillier was the last one to touch it before it goes out of bounds. Means a point for the Tritons. Now we have a 23-21 score over on court 1 as the Sasquatch has a 2-point lead over the Thunderbirds. And they're trying to tie that game 1 set apiece. And Hillier darn near comes away with it. Instead, it's going to be a good block up front. That'll give Pierce another point. So Hillier going off here in set number 3. 13-8 the score, and headed back to serve now is going to be Carly Lewis. And Lewis has been the most effective service tool that the Raiders have had this year. As we just await the okay from the official to go ahead, and now we have it. Lewis set up and over it goes, set at the net. Hillier up front, and that's going to be a carry on the side of Edmonds. And Coach Tony Miranda of the Tritons wondering how Hillier wasn't called for crossing the net. But Carly Lewis back to serve, and set point for the Spokane Sasquatch. Outside again, and a great block up front. This time it comes from York. So 15-8 now your score. And Lewis, again, instead, it looks like, yes, indeed, a timeout is going to be taken. So away we step, but don't go anywhere. 15-8 here in set number 3. We will be right back.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Back to the action we go as Lewis's serve up and across the net. Gardner with up front, and it's not going to come to fruition for the Raiders. A point to Edmonds as the Spokane Sasquatch has tied it up at 1 set apiece over on court number 1. And back to serve now for Edmonds. It's going to be Peyton Ludwig. And the 5'6" freshman at Lake Stevens, Washington. Lewis waits for it. Outside, here comes Foster. And now outside again for Foster, and this time it's going to have to be handled by 3 different players before it gets back and passed across. And Hillier is able to keep it rolling, and down it goes off the block of Gardner. 16-9 is your score. And now Jocelyn Hillier back to serve for Pierce. And nobody will get to it. A service ace for Hillier and the Raiders. And the host school shining bright here in set number 3. They lead by 8. And another little impromptu timeout to wipe some more water off of the court. And service up and over, set outside, and a little poke over and behind the boundary marker. So another point goes to the Raiders, extending the lead of this set to 9. 18-9 as a matter of fact. And outside, here comes Gardner with the kill. So again, an opportunity here for Edmonds to start their own little run. They made a little run at it in the latter part of the second set. Outside it goes, and just out of bounds, looking for a touch is Pierce, but no. And now Coach Fennell is asking what is happening over there on the other side of the court. And back to serve yet again is going to be Emily Jordan with the service ace for the Tritons. 18-12 the score, and set number 3 about to start over on court 1. Couple of great A-bracket matches going on, as there's a service error following the service ace. And it's going to be Williams to serve now for Pierce. Williams on the year with 44 service aces. And now here comes Foster, just outside. And a reminder, we resume play tomorrow at 10 a.m. with some B-bracket volleyball. Semi-final Saturday, Survival Saturday, whatever you prefer to call it. Outside, here's Foster yet again, dug out by Peterson, and right on the edge it is. (19-14) the score, as Spokane takes the 1-0 advantage in set number 3 over on court 1. Again, Pete Richmeyer keeping you company over there. And the ball up and good. Set now, and just not able to clear the net. Wondering where that 4th touch is, along with the rest of the Edmonds bench. They go outside. Here's Foster. And letting it sail is Williams, picking up that point, 20-14. And now some more squawking coming from the Edmonds bench. Again, Edmonds should have had that point. There were the 4 touches on the side of the Raiders. And that was going to be put across by Burdick. And now set up, and has to be just a little pass across now by Burdick. And down it goes for an Edmonds point. 5-point differential, 20-15 the score. And now Peterson back and ready to go again. Smith on the outside, and York with the kill. And York, another one of those hitters that has an insane amount of power. Matter of fact, York did have 120 kills on the year. Now outside, here's Dimitrik, blocked by Hillier. And Pierce widening the lead a bit, and that's going to force another timeout. So away we step once more, but we will be right back after a brief message from our sponsors.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
I am strong. I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination. Confidence. I trust my gut. No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication. Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
So back and ready again here on court 2. 22-15 is your score in favor of the Pierce College Raiders. 1-1. The sets are tied. And now set by Hooper. They're trying to go to Gardner. Instead it ends up in the arm of Williams. And now Burdick comes away with it. A quick point for the Raiders after the timeout. The Raiders 2 points away from taking the 2-1 advantage in the sets category. And checking back in for the Tritons is going to be Zariah Smith. And a little set over and an easy point there as the defense was a little spread, leaving the middle wide open for an easy Edmonds point. 23-16 the score. And Hooper now with the serve for Edmonds, set up now by Hattie Smith outside, and here's Hillier with the kill. Set point number 1 for the Raiders. So set point 1, and doing the serving is going to be Hattie Smith. Ball well cleared. Upstairs it goes. That one's hit well toward the boundary marker, and that is how set number 3 will come to a conclusion. 2-1. Pierce has the lead. We'll be right back with the fourth set after another brief word from our sponsors.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn and Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
So back we go now as we have a 2-1 lead in favor of Pierce, and now beginning set number 4. It's going to be Edmonds to serve, and Hooper doing the honors to kick us off. It's going to be set up by Hattie Smith, and here comes Jocelyn Hillier. Handled nicely, however, by Zariah Smith, and then Gardner. Set again, this time for Burdick, and Burdick right into the arms of Peterson. And down it goes. First point's going to go to the Tritons. So 1-0 here in the early going to set 4. And now the Tritons are going to have to try and force a deciding 5th set. Pierce looking for the win here to outright win the match and advance to the semifinal. And serve is up and good. Side set, here comes Burdick, and out it goes. And another point for the Tritons. Probably would have landed out of bounds had Williams not dove for it. And now Hooper to serve once more. Serve is up and good. Waiting for it is Burdick to go outside, and Hillier comes away with the point for Pierce. 2-1. Okay, the loss is not the end for either team, as they will appear tomorrow in the B bracket matches. And now set up outside, and right on the edge it is. Meanwhile, a 10-10 score in set number 3 over on court number 1. 3-1 the score here. And Dimitrick with the service ace for the Tritons. And Dimitrick, the top scorer for the Tritons in the 2018 season. And now easy set up there, and York tries to bring it across. Peterson has to pass it. Now Smith sets up outside, and there's a good one from York. 4-2 in favor of the Tritons, and Edmonds needing to force that 5th set, and now another break to wipe some more liquid off of the floor. And now it's going to be Carly Lewis to serve. Serve up, and good from Lewis. Peterson digs it out. Outside set for Gardner, and Gardner finds the open space. So score 5-2 in favor of the Tritons. We'll see if the Raiders have it in them to pull off a 3-1 victory. If not, could be a very dramatic finish in a fifth set. And back to serve now is going to be Peyton Ludwig. They set outside. Here comes Foster with the kill. Again, picking apart that defense. Wide open court, and Foster just absolutely demolishes that ball. So a score of 5-3 in favor of the Tritons. Good serve from Hillier outside set, and Gardner just able to clear it. And right on the edge. You can credit that one to Sidney Goodall. 5-4 as the Raiders continue their march. Hillier again with the serve, just skipping over the net, set now. And Dimitric comes away with the kill. Six to 4 is our score. And back to serve for Edmonds is Emily Jordan. Here the sophomore out of Meridian, Idaho. Dug out, set by Smith. Tough one here for Goodall. Able to clear it anyway. And not able to clear that time. It has to be skipped across the net, but it's still a point for the Tritons. So 7-4 the score. And back to serve again is Jordan. Just clearing the net again. Smith outside set for Peyton Foster. And down off the block, another Edmonds point. 8-4 the score. And timeout taken by the Raiders. So away we step. Things heating up here in Tacoma.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade? See ya. Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
And back we go now, an 8-4 score in favor of the Tritons as the service up, and waiting for it is Burdick's got to be put up by Smith, and now Peyton Foster unable to keep it, and a point for Edmonds. Again, Pierce taking that time out, trying to shift some momentum. And back again to serve is Emily Jordan. Set up outside, and Peyton Foster with the kill. So 9-5. Now the score here early in set number 4. Meanwhile, an 18-14 score in favor of Spokane over on court number 1. They're trying to take a 2-1 advantage. Side set up, and off the touch of Burdick, another point. Again, Edmonds playing a lot more defensively solid than they were a set ago. And they're trying to force that 5th and deciding set. Set up outside. Foster, small approach, able to take care of it, and she does. So 10-6 the score now after the little tap over by Foster. And now Foster with the serve. Into the net it goes. Service ace for Foster and the Raiders. 10-7 the score. And the final broadcasted game of day 2 here on court 1. Pardon, on court 2. See you back at 10 a.m. tomorrow as the battery marker is now hit, bringing another point to the Raiders. So Pierce has found themselves right back in this thing. And a little awkward backwards pass, and now Dimitrich's got to pass it over. Big setup here by Smith. Outside, here comes Burdick, and Burdick is blocked at the net, and that point's going to go to the Tritons. Bringing our score 11-8. And Peterson back to serve now. Waiting for it is Williams, now Smith, and here comes York. York with a softer approach this time. That's 4 kills on the game. And into the net it goes, off the hand of Smith. So 11-9 now our score. Gonna send Seitz back to serve for Pierce as Dimitrich has it blocked down and out of bounds. 11-10 in favor of the Tritons as the Raiders find themselves within 1. Service up and over, set outside. A good opportunity for Borshot. And Burdick unable to collect the point that time. However, Williams waits for it. Set, here comes Hillier with a soft approach, and just able to set it over is the Tritons. And Hillier off the block will get the ricochet, resulting in another Edmonds point. 12-10 is the score now. And he's going to be Hooper on her way back to serve again. 12-10. And now a set for Hillier. Pass backwards a bit. Now Dimitrich taps it across. Williams digs it. And Burdick, soft approach as well. And there's another Edmonds point. And Pierce with a 2-1 lead set-wise. The serve just clears. Smith able to get there, and Hillier can't clear the net. 14-10 of the score here on court 2. And Hooper to serve once more for the Tritons. And out it goes again, a service ace, and it looks like Coach Fennell is going to take his time out. So another break. We will be right back. Things continuing to heat up.
I chose Centralia College because I love the small town feel here. You know, everyone has each other's back. We're all winning programs. We have a lot of competition here. A lot of it is the support coming from the community that you might not feel anywhere else. My name is Autumn Grand, and I play volleyball for Centralia College, and I go boldly.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
So back we go now, a 15-10 score in favor of the Tritons here in set number 4. And the first serve from Hooper up and over the net, waiting for now Smith to go outside, and Hillier off the touch gets the first point after the timeout. And meanwhile, set point for the Sasquatch in set number 3 on court 1. Awkward pass up front, and Gardner with it. And here comes Burdick. Burdick over to Dimitric. And Hillier off the block. (15-12) the score. And now Smith with the serve. Dimitric waits for it, set outside. They're going Dimitric again. A good block down by Hillier. And now the Spokane Sasquatch has taken a 2-1 lead over the Highline Thunderbirds on the first court. As Smith's serve is going to be set twice up and over. And it's going to be Burdick right into the arm of Peterson. They set up Dimitric now, and Dimitric right into the libero, Seitz. And a point for the Tritons. It was touched twice by Seitz. So that's going to send Dimitric back to serve. Dimitric with the running approach to it. Dug out by Seitz. And put down another Edmonds point. And Dimitric again right back to serve. And up it goes. Seitz again. It's going to be a tough one for Burdick, but she clears it into the net. So 17-14. Pierce still only 3 points behind. And it's going to be Carly Lewis to serve again, the most effective server that the Raiders have had this year in the tournament. Has not disappointed either, as it's put back across rather quickly here. Hillier trying to block it. Set by Smith, and Hillier, nicely done. Beautiful dig by Peterson, and out of bounds it goes. Off the touch, and the Pierce bench can't believe the call. Well, they're going to give the point to the Tritons. So back to serve now is going to be Peyton Ludwig. Seitz waits again. They go outside. Here comes Peyton Foster with the kill. So a battle of Peytons there. Peyton Ludwig on the serve and Peyton Foster on the kill. 18-5. The score as Hillier's serve is played by Dimitric, and they set up outside Gardner. And Foster trying to pick that back corner. Peterson able to get to it. Hillier, Smith, and Foster again. Smith again. And here's Peyton Foster once more. Again, the volley's still happening as Gardner hits it up, and Hillier can't save it. (19-15) here as we've entered the latter third of this set. And it looks like we're in for a fifth set as well, unless Pierce can get it together quick. And a service ace for the Tritons, 20-15 the score. Emily Jordan over to Seitz. Set up, and here's Peyton Foster. And Dimitrick with the kill. 21-15 as the Tritons continue their march as well. And the fifth set, if we need to play one, will consist of 15 points rather than 25. And they serve well beyond the boundary marker. A service error for Jordan. And another point for the Raiders, 21-16. A 5-point differential. Still possible to come back for Pierce. However, there are a couple of timeouts still in the pocket of Coach Tony Miranda. Outside, Dimitrick hits the block, but blocked down by York. 21-17. The Raiders trying to show that they are not gone from the set just yet. And a service error from Williams makes it a 22-17 game. And now, Dryas Smith with the serve, and Seitz wisely lets it go out of bounds. So a couple consecutive service errors brings the deficit back down to 4 points, and back to serve is going to be Peyton Foster. Foster across the net, set up by Hooper and dug out nicely by Seitz. And here goes Burdick just outside. And Pierce wanting a touch, but they're not getting it. Instead, it's going to be the 23rd point for the Tritons, and now just 2 points away from forcing that fifth set. Serve from Peterson, up and over. Williams waits for it. Burdick, and now Seitz puts it across. And Burdick again. This one too hot to handle. Scrambling is the bench of the Tritons. Ends up a 23-19 score. 23-19 over here on court number 2. Seitz with the serve. Dimitrick waits for it. And Hillier can't clear it. Wanting that 4 touches is the bench of the Tritons. And there's Gardner. And Hillier, the soft approach. And now she's going to try to kill it. And Burdick will as well. And out it goes, a point, no, off a touch. And set point for the Tritons, and the entire bench of Pierce just cannot believe it. And now the official is going to call Peyton Foster over to the stand. So set point number 1 for the Tritons, 29-14, and Hooper to serve. It is up and just skipping over a service ace. And we're on our way to set number 5, 2-2. It has been a hard-fought game all game long, and we will be right back after this.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
Not backtrack.
So back we go now to the action, a 5th and final set to decide who will move on to the semifinal matchup in the A bracket tomorrow, and who will be battling their way up through the B bracket. And it is going to be Sights of Pierce to start off the serving. Again, this 5th and final set will be played to 15 points rather than 25. And we're ready to rock and roll as the serve from Sights. Taken care of nicely. They go outside to Dimitrik, and now Burdick from the Raiders. Up it goes, and back cleared. Here's Hillier! So Pierce with the first point here in the 5th set. And Sights will go back to serve once again. Service is up and good. Set up in the middle. Here's Broshot. And now Burdick dug out by Peterson. Outside again, and Gardner, Hillier. And Dimitrik once more. Set on the outside for Burdick, and off the block collects the point. 2-0 in favor of the Raiders, and Sights will go back to serve again. And Sights, the libero for the Pierce team. Outside, Dimitrik. And Burdick hits it across. Waiting for his Peterson. Set up. And over the net it goes. They set again. And here's Burdick once more. Hillier. Smith. And Hillier off the block. 3 in a row for the Raiders. And no timeout taken by Coach Tony Miranda. Sights back once more. And how about that? A good put down by Hattie Smith. And now a timeout will be taken by Coach Miranda. So Pierce coming out of the gate hot. We'll be right back after this. So a 4-0 lead for the Pierce Raiders here in set 5. Again, 2-2 is our score with the set numbers. And now set up outside. Here's Dimitrik, dug out by Seitz, and just able to save it is Seitz. My goodness. Seitz again, busy bee out there as Hillier is blocked down for the first point for the Tritons here in set number 5. And the Tritons won the first set by a score of 25-22, and then Pierce winning the next 2 in a row, 25-17, then 25-18, and then a 25-19 win for the Tritons in set number 4, forcing this 5th and deciding set as Smith sets up the outside. Here comes Hillier off the touch. Five to 1 the score. 10 points away from advancing is Pierce in the A bracket. Set outside, and Dimitrik can't be handled by Hattie Smith. So 5-2, as this looks like we've got a good one brewing here. Possibly another barn burner here on court 2. We've had a few of those as Hillier will be blocked down by point 4. The Tritons 5-3 the score. So the Raiders got the first point out of the timeout, but since then it has been all Tritons. And a service ace for Edmonds, 5-4. And now Pierce starting to feel a little bit of pressure. And Dimitrik gonna do the honors, just clearing the net, set by Hillier, and that's gonna be a service ace. It was touched twice. And it looks like, no timeout's gonna be taken by Fidel. So a 5-5 score here in set 5. Over the net it goes, and an awkward set, and another service ace. Six to 5, Edmonds has their first lead of this 5th set. And now the service up and good, waiting for now Smith, and here's Burdick. Again, set Smith, and Hillier off the block collects the point, 6-6. Well, and you can just tell this game is going to come down to the wire. And now it'll be Carly Lewis back to serve. Serve up and good. Smith with it. And now they try Smith again, and Hillier off the block. So an intense situation. And Lewis again back to do the serving. Serve is up and well good. Outside set. Here's Gardner, blocked again by Hillier. 8-6, and that's going to be the sign to shift sides. And they do so after a team reaches the 8-point marker. And right now it is the Pierce Raiders with a 2-point advantage going into the last half of the 5th set. And Carly Lewis still set to do the serving. This kind of serves a little mini timeout. But we're ready again to keep on going through. And now there seems to be concern from the official of the positioning of the benches. And now we're all good to go again as Lewis's serve, handled well by Peterson, set up, and Broshot puts it across the net. And over to Foster. And into the net it goes, and down. Some good luck there from the Tritons, making this an 8-7 ball game. So Emily Jordan back to serve next for the Tritons. And across it goes, waiting for it is Smith, set outside, and Foster can't clear the net. We're tied at 8. And game approaching the 2-hour marker here on court 2. Set outside again, and off the block, Pierce collecting the point, 9-8. And it is going to be a very close finish. Meanwhile, the Spokane Sasquatch 2 points away from taking the match over the Thunderbirds. Outside, off the block, another point for Pierce. 10-8 the score. And now Hillier to serve. Smith outside again. The Smith behind the boundary marker. 11-8. And Tony Miranda is going to take a timeout. So we step away. Things coming to a head here in set 5. We'll be right back after this.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
So ready to keep things going here. 11-8 the advantage to Pierce at the moment, and Burdick able to dig it out, and now some miscommunication results in an Edmonds point. Easy drop there to make the score 11-9 in favor of the Raiders. Okay, timeout just taken by the Tritons. And now back to serve is going to be Samantha Fast, sophomore from Oregon City. Now the set by Smith outside. Here comes Foster, handled well by Fast. And now Smith again outside, and there you go. Credit that one to Abby Van Martyr. Nice work there on the inside, and now back to serve is Williams as the Spokane Sasquatch has just advanced to the semifinals in the A bracket, and out it goes, and another point for Edmonds, and now everybody from the Pierce bench is squawking at the official. And now Coach Fennell having some words with the second official near the scorer's table. And ready to serve is Smith. Waiting forward is Seitz, outside set. Here's Foster with the kill. Brings our score 13 to 10. 2 points away are the Raiders. 5 points are the Tritons. An intense game as Foster's serve is handled by Peterson, set up by Hooper, and just put over the net, and it's still up, but no, it's going to fall to the ground. So back we go, 13-11. Peterson all set to serve. And service error brings up match point for the Raiders. Yeah, it's been a hard-fought game. And it looks like the advantage is going to go to Pierce. Serve is up and over. Set the net by Hooper outside for Dimitrek. This could do it. Set up, and Hillier puts it across. No, ball still live. Gardner, Smith, and Burdick. Still going is Dimitrek. Peterson, and now Smith puts it across. Hillier, the set up, and here she comes off the mark, and Pierce is going to the semifinals. The host school is represented. So a final of 15-11 and the final of 3-2 here on court number 2. So don't you go away. A little more coverage left in our broadcast day. We'll be right back after this.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
And welcome back to the 2018 NWAC Volleyball Championships. Again, day 2 has concluded, and that is just an intense win, to say the least, going into the 5th set. Very tough team, very tough matchup. How's the team feeling after that big win?
The team's feeling disbelief, I think. We're all in just great shock as to how we played and pulled together as a team. I think we really came together when we needed to. So.
And you were shining like an all-star from the outside hitter position today. Had yourself 11 kills in the 2nd set alone, and you were leading the way. A big part of why you were able to take that 2nd and 3rd set. So your mindset, how are you getting ready to play these A bracket games?
Personally, I'm just playing my own game that I always play. I just try not to get in my head. I overthink a lot, tend to. So I'm trying to stay calm and humble and just play with my team.
And I know you've been keeping this in the back of your mind, but you're going up against the juggernaut, Spokane, tomorrow in the semifinals, who it has been proven that they are human after all. They got handed a set loss by the Thunderbirds. So is that going to build confidence in your team going into that semifinal?
I think our team is just preparing for the game of our lives. We're all just going to go home and get some sleep. We're definitely glad to see that Highline took a set off of them. We played Highline quite a bit, and it's good to see that they are human, actually. So we're prepared, I think, but it'll be tough.
All right, and that game's at 1:30 tomorrow, a semifinal matchup. Semifinal and Survival Saturday coming your way tomorrow. And that's all we got for you today here on Court 2 from all of us here at the NWAC. I am Wes Tucker, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good.
Not back, Trey.